Hey there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittney Bundles, and today's video is going to be going over psychological tricks and tactics that different companies use to get our money, I should say. So I'm going to be sharing with you all a really cool article that I pulled up from businessinsider.com. This article was published February 10th, 2016 by Tanya Lewis, and I just thought it was really cool. You know, I have been really into this whole psychological marketing topic, if you will. And the reason is because I have a history with business, a presence with business. I'm an entrepreneurial motivator. I've vlogged a lot of my business journey on this channel. And then also I recently got into psychology. And so I finished my first class with psychology, was offered a psychology internship. Now I'm moving on to child psychology. I started that class a few days ago. So I'm just really excited about psychology and business all together. Also, there is a marketing series that I've been doing on this channel, going over different marketing topics and tips, and going over some of my marketing experiences as well. Also, some precautionary steps that you want to take when you are considering certain types of marketing. So be sure to take a look at my marketing playlist. I will have those videos linked down below. So I'm going to go over this article with you all. Be sure to give the video a thumbs up. Make sure you are subscribed for more videos like this. But I thought it was really, really cool, the fact that they mentioned priming. So has this happened to anyone? Because I know it's happened to me. Priming is pretty much where a company will show a picture of something. Let's say, for an example, a picture of a burger. And then they'll say, like, they'll have like some buzzwords after, like tasty or really good or delicious or something like that. And in this article, it says, you're more likely to recognize a word like tasty after seeing a picture of a delicious meal than after a picture of a garbage dump. In a 2002 study, researchers measured how a web page's background influenced consumers looking to buy a car. When the background was green with pennies on it, customers spent more time pursuing the cost info. But when the background was red with flames, they spent more time looking at the safety section. I think that's so cool. Sometimes a company will include an additional price option just to make you think you're getting a deal. Duke professor of psychology and behavioral economics Dan Ariely did a study of a marketing strategy used by The Economist, as he described in a TED Talk. The magazine offered 3 subscriptions: an online subscription for $59, a print subscription for $125, and a print and online subscription for $125. When Ariely offered 100 students the 3 options, most students picked the online print combo since it seemed like the best deal. But when he took out the print-only option, most students picked the cheaper online-only one. If you can hear my neighbors talk, I apologize. It's completely quiet until it's time for me to record a video. Okay, and then I'm not going to read every single outline or every single point, but I just want to go over some examples that stuck out to me. So reciprocity. A psychologist, Robert Cialdini, writes in his book, Influence, the Psychology of Persuasion, if someone does something for you, you're more likely to want to do something for them. Simply put, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. So he found that when a restaurant server brings the check with 1 mint, people tip 3.3% higher than normal. And with 2 mints, they tip a whopping 20% more. I think that is so fascinating, because think about so many like companies, and even yourself if you're in business. Think about how often when you do like a giveaway or when you include like a free gift. I know for me, sometimes I include bonnets in my hair orders when I send them out. And I noticed that when I send bonnets, when I give something extra in the package, I tend to get more orders from that customer. Now, I'm sure there's a lot of contributing factors to me getting, another repeat order from that customer. But just thinking about it in a psychological aspect, how many of you have experienced that where you've given something and you have gotten a lot back in return? I don't know. I think it's just so cool how our minds work and how we're already conditioned to do certain things based on, our environment, based on what we're presented with, based on what things look like, what they seem like. I know for a fact when I go to restaurants, like for example, Olive Garden, there was a time that I went to Olive Garden and I got those green mints. I don't know why the waitress brought them out, because normally I think the green mints are at the front. I don't know, but I can distinctly remember the waitress bringing the mints to the table, and I was like, wow, that is such a great gesture. And I did end up tipping more because of that. And I'm like, wow, like just the minute details, the minute things when it comes to business and marketing can have such a huge impact on the relationship with our customers and clients, with the experience, and also with our revenue. So cool. And then also social proof is another one they mentioned. So basically, people tend to do something simply because other people are doing it, aka going with the herd. So psychologist Robert Sinaldi writes in his book, and I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing the name, that this is why TV sitcoms use canned laughter, which makes you think something is funny just because you hear other people laughing at it. And I always used to wonder about that too. I used to watch older sitcoms with my grandmother, and I used to hear people laughing in the background. And I'm like, this is not even funny. But after so long of hearing people just randomly laugh, I started laughing too. Just even thinking about someone laughing makes me laugh. Or if I see someone yawning in public, it makes me yawn. I don't know. It's so weird how that works. So interesting, I should say. Or take social media. People or brands will often buy ghost followers who aren't real to make people think they have a large following. Yes, I talk about this a lot when I've created some of my prior videos, and I will talk about the importance of not doing that because I'm not a strictly numbers person. And there's people that I have specifically worked with that have gained a lot of subscribers that weren't necessarily, how can I say this? They've like bought email lists from different companies or gained subscribers from like a drama video that they really weren't going to continue on with. You know what I mean? Like they had all these subscribers for one reason, and then nothing around their brand or their videos were going to stick to that topic. So a lot of people were there. They had a following there, but none of them were really supporting what that content creator really wanted to do. And then also people that buy a lot of followers, even though it may look like you have following, and even though some people may follow you because it looks like you're trending, you still know, and it's a longer climb in my opinion than marketing organically. So I can say that I can see the logic and the psychological tie between doing that. But as an entrepreneurial motivator, as a mentor, as a business consultant, I would strongly stand against doing that, just because like I said before, you can have a large following and not too many people into what you're doing. And it just makes it that much harder to weed through and find your target audience in your audience. You know what I mean? It's hard enough to keep your target audience at bay and to keep them interested in what you're doing. So to have other people join in that really aren't interested, and not to say that they won't get interested in the future. I'm just saying that it works best, in my opinion, to get your followers the organic way. And I have videos going in detail as to why. I'm not going to take too much more time with that. Okay, so another thing that I want to point out that this article mentions is anchoring. So anchoring refers to the notion that people will make decisions that rely too heavily on the first piece of information they get. So for example, a 2011 study revealed how anchoring affects salary negotiations. Participants gave candidates a higher salary offer when they suggested an implausibly high salary than when they suggested a realistic one. Companies often use this tactic with sales, where they set an anchor price and show you how much your product has been marked down. For instance, you may be willing to pay $50 for a new shirt if it's been discounted from $100, even if it's more money than you would usually pay. I do that very often. One reason that I do like Shopify is because it gives you the option to do the anchoring. Like it gives you the option, if you're doing a sale, to show the slash pricing and have a different amount there. So it can show, like, for example, if my initial price for one of my hair extensions were $75, I can literally have it show how much, it originally is. And then I can show the discounted amount, and then I can show the discounted price. And when I do that, I notice that I do have more sales when I'm offering a sale than when I just put at the top of my website like a banner, like check out with code summer30 and you get 30%. I have noticed more people purchasing during sales where they can actually see the discount and not just rely on the code. So you'll have the code, but then they can also see the discount, or you can have it where you just go on your website and you can say everything is already discounted, and then they can go and see the discounted prices. That really does work. Let's see. Another one is the power of Adote. So people like stories, it's that simple. Psychologists Christopher Chabris and Daniel Simmons, authors of The Invisible Gorilla, say we value stories over statistics because individual examples stick in our brains better. Research suggests that the reason stories are so persuasive is that they transport us to a place where we're more likely to believe in something. Other research shows that people who seek out emotional situations and ones who enjoy thinking were both likely to be transported by stories. Maybe that's why so many ads feature customer testimonials, because they tell a story we can identify with. That's true. Also, another thing that I've noticed is when you share your story with your audience. So many people are afraid to show their face on social media, and that's fine. You know, there are a lot of reasons why you wouldn't want to show your face on social media, just to be honest. And so many people don't want to really share their story about, you know, the ups and downs of their business and their full business journey. But I think it's something great to do, because the people that really support me, the people that continuously buy from me, the people that continuously watch me, the people that continuously send me encouraging emails and text messages, the people that are signing up for mentoring, doing my webinars, signing up for my mailing list, like the people that truly support me, they're the people that have been following my story for some time. And they can tell me, you know, hey, I started watching you when this happened, when you opened your salon. And hey, I started watching you when you first started drop shipping. And hey, I started watching you when you reached this amount of subscribers on YouTube. And I started watching you when you spoke at my school. Like, different people have different real life examples and what can I say, experiences that I've shared with them regarding my business journey that has gravitated them toward me and made them want to continue to support and come along for the ride. So that's another good point that they mentioned, just being very transparent and sharing with people what you're going through. Now, it doesn't have to be to the point where it's unprofessional or where it's just completely off topic of what you're doing, but sharing the ups and downs can definitely bring more supporters to you. There's so many people on social media telling you that they've made it, that it's a little refreshing to hear someone that, I'll just say, that hasn't made it yet, that is still climbing, that's still working toward their goals. And not to say that people that have reached their goals and that have made it aren't working toward new goals. I'm just saying that everyone isn't, you know, making millions of dollars a year. And so the people that are still working on getting to that point and growing their business, other people can relate to that and they want to come along for the ride with your story. So that's something to consider too when you are considering marketing and growing your subscriber base and your following base. I really hope that this video was interesting to you all out there. I didn't want it to be too long. I am going to be coming back doing some more cool videos on some different psychological tactics that companies use. I'll probably use a different website, different vlog, maybe a video that I'll do a review or reaction to. I'm not sure yet, but I do want you all to subscribe. Be sure to check out the other marketing videos linked down below, and I'll talk to you on the next video. Bye.